Yay, peeps! How you all doing out there on that Whale-Wide Wobble? Yes, we're fully in Aquarius season. Happy birthday, Aquarians, those who've had their birthdays already and those yet to come. So we are 3/4 of the way through Aquarius season. So right now we have the sun and moon going to come together around about the 11th or 12th of February, wherever you are on the planet. And the sun and the moon will be having a chit-chat conversation. And what will they be conversating about? Well, they'll be conversating about groups and ideas, wide thoughts, things that we can reinvent. Hopefully not to reinvent the wheel, but to reinvent ways that will aid us in going forward. So I thought I'd read a few planets in Aquarius. We have a number of planets in Aquarius right now. We have the sun. We will be having the moon when the 11th comes. And then we have Mercury in Aquarius, Venus also, our love, Jupiter, Saturn's in Aquarius. And we also have Pallas Athena and Chariklo in Aquarius. So I thought I'd read some of these so we can get a feel. So how you all doing? Good? Excellent. So we have the sun in Aquarius, and it says, with the sun in Aquarius, especially in the beginning of this period, it's time to think outside the box and break away from outworn rules. Humanitarian efforts are encouraged. You and everyone else is operating in a less individual way during these late winter months. That's right, we're in the bleak midwinters right now in London town. Okay, it says the realization is dawning with greater forcefulness that we could easily pull apart at the seams as a society if we don't pull together. And this is why Aquarius represents groups and societies, as it's a gathering together. And this new moon will be at 22 degrees and will be happening on the 11th. So there's mega gateways opening at this time. I'll do a quick read also of Mercury in Aquarius. With Mercury in Aquarius, everyone's style of communication becomes rather unconventional. Visionary and brilliant ideas bubble over. Thanks to an inventive mindset, conversations become more far out, and debates are favoured over chattiness. Your powers of observation and detachment are greater now. The mind is logical. So we'd like to think of wacky ideas while we're in the Aquarius season. Mercury rules our thoughts and how we express them. And right now Mercury is in retrograde, which means we'll be rethinking if some of our whiz-bang ideas are good, or maybe we can adjust them. Okay, Venus in Aquarius. With Venus in Aquarius, you and everyone are more attached to unconventional people and values. The need to maintain a sense of individuality and freedom in relationships is important. This is a good time to experiment with an innovative money-making idea. Friendships are valued more, and it is crucial to be friends with your lover. That's right, that way you can discuss ideas and ways forward, things that we could look at differently. And what a great way to do that with somebody close to you. That's right. And I thought I would read Pallas in Aquarius. And Pallas will be at 21 degrees, so it'll be very close to this 22-degree new moon that will be happening. Okay, so the asteroid Pallas was found in 1802. And it's the second of four major asteroid series, Pallas, Juno and Vesta. I did do a video about that a little while ago. You can go back and have a look. Okay, so these four asteroids seem to symbolize four different facets of the feminine and represent a fresh way of regarding the feminine principle in astrology, going beyond the relatively simple categories of wife and mother, as represented by Venus and the moon. So Pallas represents the wisdom of the female spirit, as the mythology of Pallas Athena would indicate, born from the head of Zeus and symbolized by the owl and the snake. Pallas Athena was a powerful symbol of independence and wisdom in ancient mythology. She did not ally herself with any man, but rather was a strong warrior-like figure who aided men of goodwill and whose advice was prized for its intelligence. So this is what we have right now. So we'll be thinking in maybe lots of ideas from the feminine principle will be coming into view. And so the feminine parts of ourselves, whether we're male or female, will be expounded and expanded. And it says Pallas represents the creative use of the mental faculty in combination with ageless wisdom. And it says, and Pallas is also associated with the arts, especially plastics, sculpture, and pottery. Its position by house and sign indicates where in one's life the divine spark of creative intelligence and higher wisdom may spring forth. So we'll be looking at divine ways of creativity and looking beyond the normal. And I also wanted to see Chariklo in Aquarius. And Chariklo is a centaur. It's a female centaur. And it has an orbit of, let me see, I think it's about 69 years. And it was discovered in 1997. Okay, so let's see what it says about Chariklo. Chariklo was discovered in the 1990s, beyond Saturn, and named the consort of Chiron. And Chiron, we know, is the wounded healer, or the healing our own wounds, getting in touch with our own wounds and how to heal them. Okay, so let's see what it says about Chariklo. Chariklo has an orbital period of 62 years, or slightly longer. Like Chiron, her orbit also links Saturn and Uranus, but unlike Chiron, her orbit does not intersect with Saturn. She may therefore be associated more fully with conceptualizing that which is beyond the natural world. In mythology, Chariklo was a frequent companion of Athena, the iconic prominent of feminine wisdom, and also the mother of Tiresias, the blind seer, immortalized in verse with the Homeric cycle. The astrological archetype of Chariklo seems to represent individuals who are able to see the unknown more readily. She is prominent in the charts of inventors and scientists and science fiction authors. She represents turning toward the mystical and forging an opening to the numinous unknown, to the magnificent unknown. Where Chariklo is found in the natal chart may represent a place of wisdom that transcends the boundaries of the natural world, a place where you must close your eyes to see. How amazing is that, closing your eyes to see? So this is where we tune into our spiritual side. This is where we tune into the voices that we hear within ourselves, where the guidance that we can actually follow if we take time to listen. So this is what Aquarius also represents, looking at the difference in life, looking at differences in life and not the same old pattern. And Aquarius in the tarot is represented by the star. As you can see, it's time to come forward in your nakedness. It's time to pour knowledge or stand under some water, even though it's an air sign, and it will rejuvenate your thoughts and renew your thoughts. This is a great time to do things that are definitely out of the box and be glad with your nakedness. Indeed, indeed. So I pulled some cards for all of the signs from the Modern Witches Tarot. Okay, so get me googs on. Definitely. And the card I pulled for all of us while I was shuffling, and thing is, it jumped out twice because it popped out, and I thought, oh no, maybe it's just a slip of the fingers. But no, it came out again, and it's the Ace of Pentacles. And here we're being offered a gift. They usually say it's financial because Pentacles is represented by the earth signs, as they would say. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And so a gift is being offered to us. We will know that we'll be financially safe through this time if we look at ideas that could be aiding us to make finance better. So you see the Ace of Pentacles there. And that's what we've got for all of us. And for the air signs, because this moon is going to be in Aquarius. So it's Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. It's the Seven of Swords. Someone around you might be a little bit sneaky, or might be you yourself. Maybe some lies or some deceit coming to the surface, and all these things will be exposed. That's right. She's carrying away 5 swords, and the 5 of swords is defending your own territory, isn't it? Leaving 2 swords behind. So that's for you, air signs. And for the fire signs, we got the 8 of Wands. Quick movements will be coming. That's right. 8 of Wands, fast information, fast movement, making plans, planting ideas. Wands represents our fire, and that is for you indeed, fire signs. Very good. And for the water signs, we've got the 5 of Swords. So maybe some disagreements or some issues coming to light. People are walking away. Maybe you're not agreeing on ideas. Always good to make space. If one idea is not working, make some more space. Indeed. And for the beautiful earth signs, which are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, we have the Page of Pentacles. Someone may be coming and wanting investment in some work that you're doing, or you're looking where you can place your energy or your finances at this time. Investing with a younger person, with youth. And we also got to the 10 of Cups. There you go, fire earth signs. So you got 2 cards there. 10 of Cups, wish fulfillment, things being granted to you, emotional stability, etc. So this is for the earth signs. They got 2 cards. Okay, so let's give a shuffle and see what cards for all of us at this beautiful new moon in Aquarius at 22 degrees. What are you jumping into the portal wishing for? This is a sign for wishes and hopes, as they say for Aquarius, the 11th house on the wheel of the zodiac. So we have quite a bit of snow here in London town, and it's good to see the landscape changing as always. See what card is for all of us at this time, at this new moon in Aquarius. Let's see. And we have Judgment. Okay. See which issues you have to face at this time. See what's calling you. What judgments are you making at this time? People are literally rising up, wanting new ideas, rising up, as you can see, out of their slumber, as new ideas are being heralded. Yes, you have to make your own judgments during this time. Excellent. Okay, peeps, well, I hope you have a fantastic time with this wacky and wonderful moon, new moon in Aquarius, and you all take good care.